Okay, so I'm installing shock absorbers. Feel kind of rough, but I thought I'd just do it because I'm bored. There's one in, so I just put them all in, tightened everything up with a new insert, torqued the main bolt up, and anyway, he's in. So let me just show you how I did that on the other side. First thing I do, this is a sort of used straighter, so I bought a used one. First thing I do is I cut a slot out there so I can get the brake line back in. That's a lot easier then. The first thing we do is put some oil down in there to stop water from forming, and also for the heat transfer of the new insert that goes inside. So just put a bit of oil in, like that. Now take the insert. This is a KYB XLG gas shock absorber. I've done 2 on the front, done that one, now I'm doing the final one. Take it and then slide it inside the strut housing till it goes to the bottom in the oil. Okay, next take the gland nut which comes with this insert. It's specifically designed to fit, so just be careful not to scratch the shock itself, like that, and then easily tighten it up till it starts gripping. So it screws down, tightens on top of the shock absorber, and it should be kind of solid in there. Next thing I do is I light on its side, get a pair of steel stones and tighten up the gland nut. Now it's solid. I tightened it up with the Stilsons there and got a good grip on it with my knee on it on the floor and tightened that up. Next thing to put on it is the dust cover and the bump stop. Don't forget that. It protects the shock itself. Now please note this rectangular groove in there. On the bottom of the mount is the shape of that needs to enter into that shape there. So put your spring on now. Like that. Make sure that that part of the spring is lined up with the groove, and there you go. And then excuse the red shit paint, I ran out of red paint, I can't be arsed. And you shouldn't really spray them anyway, I just thought I'd use it up. Anyway, now the next thing that goes on is this mount facing the direction. You can see where the other end of the spring goes is there. Okay, so I've made sure that that is on the slot, that's facing the same way outward. Basically the triangle that's out. Okay. Then we pop the collar on like so, and then the new nut which is supplied with the shock. So just tighten that up. And what I do to start with is I'll just impact that down, but I've got to hold it with 2 hands. So that is now impacted down. It's not torqued up though, but it's good for the moment. I'll turn it upside down and just have a check that that's in that slot that I talked about, and this one is, so that's good. And it makes it most easier just to stick the link rod thing in now and then tighten that up. Again, just like this. Again, it needs torquing up later on. So now this shock is ready to put into the car. So let's install that into there.